What is going on, everyone? KM Dolph back with your weekly installment of Transport Fever 2 in this Riverdream series. I'm coming to you from my home, as per usual, in the middle of a Sydney-based lockdown, which is fun. But we're not locked down anywhere in Transport Fever 2, so without further ado, before you do anything, make sure you click the like button on this video. Comment your suggestions for things you'd like to see, whether it's have me do something in particular or name something after you. Feel free to chuck your comments in the comment section below. Like and follow me on Facebook as always, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already, and click the notification button so you get updated with all things KM Dolph. With that done, the usual intros and bits and bobs, we're picking up here where we left off in Nicodranas. I have some plans for today. As I think I mentioned in the last episode, I have currently got an end-of-the-line scenario for Nicodranas to there, and then we are going to stick a new train on this line and have it run its merry little course up through here, up to Akron, and then again up into Waco. It's only going to be a smaller line because it is a longer line, and then Ashington will also do the same branch-off sort of system, where it will connect up with Rosonna, Felderwin, and then into Waco. I'm having both lines meet at the same point. Now, it is going to be slightly difficult or different, because it is only one line coming out of there, so the freight lines at each respective end will become the main line, as opposed to before, where if we go and have a look over here at Blackbottsville, no, sorry, that's the Hampton. As you can see, the passenger line is the main line, and the freight trains run off of that. Because we're going into a single line scenario at the junction of Ashington and Nicodranas, the freight line will now become the main line, and the passenger line will connect up off of that. So without further ado, let's get into as much as we can today, and we're going to do it right after the intro.
It's all the same when you're out of your mind, changing colors to hide from the blistering lights. They still burn in my...
Okay, and we're now back after the intro, and I've moved us over here to the Nicodranases, where we've got train, little Queensland rail number, pulling 104 passengers, which is marvellous. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to zip our merry little ways over to Akron to find a reasonable place to house train station, which is going to be fun, said nobody ever. Because what we're going to have to do is, this township does not look very well suited at all for a train line. So one of a couple of things we can do about that, aside from nothing, is I could run a train line along the coast, have it then revert back up through the mountain and pull into a station possibly there, and then it will bridge over the top of that line there and make its merry way out to Waco that way. The more I think about that, the more I like everything about what I've just said. So let's hit the pause button without further ado, and let's get into this. So that can do that. The next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need the flattening tool with a nice big large clump of whatever me not. Alright, so we're going to have to flatten out a bit of this mountain. I'm not worried about price because, I mean, as we all know, I've now got over $100 billion redos. Well, I don't really. I've got $7 billion redos, but, you know, that is what it is. Alright, flattening out the mountain so that it looks nice and, you know, all like that. Then going to need a nice little bit of the road, which we shall build promptly. Out from here. And that will be the winner of choice. We'll then go in and build ourselves a train station. We need the 240s. We need the double doubles. Now, I did specify that this was going to be a freight main line. So that's it's not going to be that bad because I'm just going to connect it up to the freight line rather than the passenger line. Then have the yeah, that all makes sense in my head. All right, make that happen, please. Nice little train number there. And then that will revert off of there and go down and do things promptly. First thing we need is some platformage for this side. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then need some double trackings. Boom, 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 and boom. Followed by boom. Yep, make it all happen. Make all of this happen, please. Is that all done? Oh, I've created an extra line. Memory serves, I don't need a third line. I mean, it'd be fun to run a third line and run a through track, but I don't need to. Ew! Ah, bless me. I love sneezing when I'm in the middle of doing something. Alright, so that's that bit done. Now comes the fun bit, where I try and connect up rail. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen here. Oh dear. So what we're going to have to do, I might have to flatten this little bit of earth out a bit more. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck with, I mean, just all the drama in the world, which we don't really want. Right, flatten you. Are you flat? How flat are you? About 10 flats. Well, I mean, that all looks the part. Now, the question is, can I mean, it's a stupid question, but of course we can. Right, there's that. And then we're going to keep going. Yep, that all looks good. Probably doesn't need to go in that direction, but we'll do it anyway. What's that going to do to this bit of road? It's going to make it look absolutely positively terrible. Do I need to bother doing that? I don't think that's going to matter, to be perfectly honest. I mean, yeah, I'm going to end up redoing that line anyway, so I mean, what does it really even matter what I do? You got to redo it, otherwise it's just going to look god-awful. I will redo that because that's a neato little line that gives me a bit of the iron ores, which I'm assuming at some point I'm going to need. Oh, hello. Now we're going into this sort of nonsense. We do like the iron bridges. Pretty sure we prefer the iron bridges. I'm going to make you go through a gully before coming out the other side. And then probably going to make you go through another gully because... Oh, actually, no. What? No, we'll make you go through a tunnel at that point. And then we can easily have you come out the tunnel, run alongside that. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Yes. 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 All of the yes. Alright, so build that bit first. And then make this bit up here. There you go, hug that. And then you can come up along here. Yep. Yeah, this is looking... This is definitely looking the part. Yep, that all looks good. That's a line that we can invest in later on. Oh. Oh, hello. Why are we going downs? I don't want to go downs. Can you go up? I mean, you can. It doesn't look terrible. Yeah, it does. Right, so why did you start making a downwards? I don't like the downwards. You shouldn't have done that. You see, you shouldn't have done these things that you did. Hey, would you stop doing that, please? Yeah, that looks a bit better. Now it just runs through a nice little gully. Yeah, through the gully. All the gullies. That way we don't need any of the nonsense. And then we can run you. That's right, you were going to run in off of that, weren't you? Oh, hello. Big old. Can I make you do unspeakable things? Yes, I can. At least that way it doesn't make the line look stupid. You will have to go down a slight incline in order to get to where you're going, but... I don't know if I like that. Yeah, it looks a lot better. I mean, it looks better for the station aspect. And I mean, I can fix the road. Road's not a huge problem. If anything, road's the cheaper option to fix. Right, and then you go in off of there like that, right? And then what if I grab you and I bring you down into Herios? I am going to need to make you stretch out a little bit, like so. You will need to become a double slit point. And that way now, I can still use the line down the other end, which is great. I won't need to worry too much about, speaking of not having to worry about things, let's fix this right quick. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now, borrow some off-road bits and bobs, and then we go down like this. Ah, you're not going to let me. Well, that's interesting. What if... Okay. Okay, I get you. I get you. What if I did this? I do that, and then I do that. But then I make you go down a little bit, like, let's say like that. And then I go back over here. And then, hey, where's my road gone? Don't you give me any grief about those stupid roads. Yeah, there you go. So you build that. I mean, you're going to need to be fixed. Break down that little bit of road, and then we go... No. Just make yourself a little curve, would you? So there you go. And then we can bring you down a little bit so that it actually looks like you go down something and have some purpose in life. We then go back over to the rail and we go, ahaya. You're not going to let me do what I wanted to do. Why won't you make a little bridge there? Interesting. Well, okay then. Well, what if I did this? What if I upgraded yours? Well, you're not going to let me for one, which is terrible. I don't know why, but you won't. Right, so now you do that. But then if I try and do... No, you're still not going to let me do it. Oh, what a pain in the bottom. Oh, well, alright then. Just... get deleted. And I will have to work out another way of getting around to you. Yes. Yes, I will. But that's fine. I don't mind a slight challenge. Yep, there you go. So at what point do you become a bit more flat with the land? A bit more over here, you reckon? So what if I did that then? What if I just go... Yeah, it doesn't look terrible. There you go. And then I bring you the merry way down here so that you're not going to make my roads look terrible. You know what? I'm actually going to make you go off of that. Simply because I can. I don't want you going onto the main roads. Oof. That doesn't look very nice, does it? Yeah, there you go. You can do that. Yeah, that looks the part. Beautiful. So that hasn't ruined anything for me. Alright, then we run back up here. We double check all the doings up here. I mean, it's all looking pretty snazzy at the moment. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't made this this little section here, have I? Alright, so you can go to there. And then you can follow suit. I said you can follow suit. There you go. And that's where the passenger line comes into play. There you go. And now we got ourselves a little station out here at Akron. Akron looks good. Akron is an interesting setup in the ways that, you know, none of this really connects to the main thoroughfare of the town, and it goes all the way through the stupid thing. So, I mean, I can fix it, and I'm gonna have to fix it. So what we'll do is we'll grab a large street. We'll upgrade roadage, and we're gonna go hiya. Apparently you don't like that very much. I don't know why. You're going to have to get upgraded anyway, so I don't know what your problem is. I don't know, again, I don't know what your problem is. You should. Too much slope. Is that what you reckon? Well, that's because you got that there. That would be the reason for your malfunctionings. There you go. Now you don't mind it. There. Oh, look at that. Now everything can get bloody upgraded. Right, so let's go back to you. Make you a 6-laner. We're then going to have to make you and bring you whooshka straight out to there. I mean, we're probably going to have to delete you. Autosave's kicking in, doing its thing, as it inevitably does. But what I can do from that point is I can actually drag that I can do all of those things, and then I can jump into here and I can go, well, you know what, you're a pretty good piece of road. Why don't we butt heads somewhere over here and do that, and then we can go, well, I mean, you know, we could sit here and do these things all day long, but yep, we can do that, and then we can grab this and go, you know, just straight out of here. And then go, well, we need you to connect up to that, like so. Now, granted, that looks absolutely godforsakingly awful. I don't mind a little bridge. We're not having a huge bridge. We're going to go for the concretes, because we like the concretes. Can we go down one more? I can, but then it makes a big-ass tunnel over here. Which, you know, I equally don't mind. I don't mind a tunnel. Right, so that'll do that. This is my... that's my way too big, giant, bloody thing. Yep, alright, go with that one. There you go, you can go to there. And then we'll have to delete this. And then we'll have to go... Apparently not. Also apparently not. Very much still apparently not. Alright, well... get deleted. And then we come in here and we're going to go boom, 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 boom. We're going to have to upgrade that bit of road first, upgrade that bit of road next, and then make a little line that goes, ahaya. We can then go and grab this and go, well, you should probably get upgraded too, sunshine. And then we'll make you... Yep, and that looks like it makes common sense. Yes, love it. Wonderful. Done. Okay, so that's now at least the road to Waco done. Now we've got to revert back over here with what's left of today's episode and fix up the Ashington. Now these wonderful people have decided in their infinite wisdom to build over here. Well, I'm not having a bar at that. I then need to build... I want to build this bit first because I know that this is going to give me the most grief. Okay. So at a point, it will make me the bridge that I so rightfully deserve. Oh, look at that. Yes, we like that. Then I need to... Right, so it comes at a point. Alright, so it's going to have to make me do that. Righto, that's fine. I don't mind that too much. Right, so you can go in there like that. Now, where are the wonderful people on this station? Which side are you on? Ah, well that answers that question because the train's coming into that side. So, what we can then do is we can make this one go out here in its merry little way that it does. We've got bridge pillar collisions everywhere. Apparently something's going to get removed, but you will let me make the piece of line that I want to make. Okay, so that's fine. We can do that. Then what we need to do is we need to grab off of you. No. Alright, we'll go around the other way then. Grab off of you, and we need to go something to this effect. Something like that. We then got to grab you, make you some sort of double switch doovalicky, because you'll be coming in off that lane and you'll be going back out off that lane. And then we'll run around here, we'll hug the mountain. As much as the road looks terrible, we're going to try and keep the railway line to some sort of some form of I don't know what. Alright, and then I reckon we stick the merry old train line down here. The only thing I need to do first is I need to do, once again, the flattenings. Or else these things just don't work, as we've figured out in the past. Alright, so make all that nice and happening. We then need to grab ourselves some roadage. Keep it on the flat. Keep it all on the flat. There you go. So you can go out to there. Alright. Then we'll go into our train buildings and we'll do the bits that we need to do for the bits. I'm going to have to spin this around for this, aren't I? Right. So then we'll mosey on down as far as we can possibly go. And then we'll go as close into that as humanly possible. Done. Now, I sort of just realised that I may have a problem. But I'll cross that bridge, pun intended, when I get to it. Have I left enough gap between this station and the highway? If I haven't, it's not a huge drama. The reason why it's not a huge drama is because I can always move it, if need be. Here we go. Ah, look at that. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Not even worried. Now, the fun part here is going to be trying to get this line over the top of this highway. So the first thing we have to do is, unfortunately, delete that. Probably will have to delete that, and that, and that, and that, because they're all in my way. Right, now comes the fun bit. trying to make this work. Now, apparently, we got bridge pillar collisions everywhere. That works. Doesn't look too horrible. It gives me what I want. Doesn't really give me much of an opportunity to get that onto here, though, but I've got... Yeah, that's going to be the interesting part, isn't it? Alright, we'll have to make it work. Somehow. Some way. There you go. So you'll go out to there. Right. You then got to sneak onto there. And then you got to sneak onto there. Well, I mean, it's not going to get a hell of a lot better than that. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. $107k max, so you're going to have fun going around all of this. Alright, and then we'll grab you, and we'll bring you as far around there as we can. Now, you're going to have to... Okay. Now, this will work. There you go. Yeah, that'll work. I like that. Right. Then you're going to have to do, like, you just got to do this mad little hall thing around the mountain. There, that works. I like that. I really do like that. That's actually turned out a lot better than I had originally anticipated. Now, the other thing I have to do while we're here is I have to fix up this... absolute monstrosity of a town. I don't know what happened to these people along the way, but evidently them's got greedies. Alright, so we're just going to make everything 4-laner. Autosave's kicking in and doing its thing. This should all flick over to blue shortly. Well, some of it did. Right. So you lot can go out to there. You can't do it. I won't. There's a collisions. I don't know what the collisions is, but apparently you'll collide with something if I do it. Now, normally I would say I don't care, but I kind of do in that instance. Right, so what are you... Oh! Oh, okay. So you've just decided to build... Yeah, cool. You've decided to build a whole bunch of hilltop houses right next to a quarry. I mean... Sure. Why not? Apparently that's the hilltop district of Rosonna. I question the I question it, but I'm not going to do anything about it. So that should now at least help those people out, because now you've got lanes going flipping everywhere. Rosonna has got a little bit of a setup, somewhat. And for now, that's going to have to be a double slip, because I want to get a train onto that line today, which reminds me I should probably quickly duck over to Akron and do the same thing, because you're going to want to go through that one. Yeah. Okay, now comes the boring bit. Really? Now's the boring bit? Alright. That can go there, that can go there. We'll whack a few more. Yep. Yep. Whack one on a bridge, because why not? Whack another one on a bridge, because why not? Yep. I'm doing this one a little bit closer together in case anyone didn't really notice. One in the tunnel, because why not? Outside the tunnel. Oops! I'm sorry, I misplaced. No, I just want the one to get deleted, thank you. There you go, yeah, where was that? There it is. Very good. Back in. There you go. We'll whack a couple along here. Couple along there. Couple along there. One in the gully. Don't know if anyone could hear that in the background or not, but that was a certain little boy who's having a bit of fun today. Thankfully. Alright, cool. That one can go there. I won't put another one there. Now, because you are a passenger line on this line, you will have to make room for the other people's. Right, so that's that line done. We'll zip back over to Rosonna, and we'll do Rosonna promptly, and then you know, all that great stuff can go ahead and happen. Yeah, we'll chuck one there, because why not? No, damn it. Why? Why'd you put yourself there? Come on. There you go. Get deleted. You go there. You go there. And we'll zip down the mountainside here. You put one there, put one there. I like this line. This is a... I know I'm going to hate myself for doing it, but I am going to do it because, you know, it's my series, and really, unless someone demands me otherwise, I can do what I want. I'd do what I want. Alright, just chuck you there. Yep, so we'll chuck you right there. Now you will have right of way up to a point. Lovely. And then you'll reconnect back onto that line as you very well should. Now, the reason I say these things that I say is because that is a mountain line, it'd be dumb of me not to make it the way I want it. Which, if anyone knows me, knows that I'm going to do steam. Because it's a mountain line and it will look the part. So that's the Rosonna. Oh, I didn't name it because I'm dumb. Yep, so this is the Ashington to Waco passenger. Could have just called it the Rocky Mountain line, but meh. That is Ashington. Oh, I can't spell. Ashington commuter. I don't know. Is that... oh, that's Nicodranus commuter. Yep, cool. Nicodranus commuter. Excuse me. That's the Hampton commuter. River Run, Hampton. Oh, that's the Lakeview. Yeah, righto. Lakeview commuter. Look at me fixing all this stuff. And where's this one? Upper Riverton. Oh, that's the Riverton commuter. Geez, I've been real slack. Riverton commuter. There you go. Now I don't have any unnamed lines, which is marvellous. Alright, so we've got the Rocky Mountain line done. I will not be running a steam train from Nicodranus out to Thingamajig because I don't have to. New line, please. This will be the Nicodranus to Waco passenger. Yes. Let's go find the Nicodranus Waco passenger. Whack you there, and then whack you out to there. And there you go. Cool. So, with that done, Oh, hang on, I haven't done any sort of passenger routage or anything like that. I haven't even set these things up for freight. There's still so much to do, and I try to keep this under bloody 30 minutes, 40 minutes. What a goose. Can't do these things, Mr. Dolph. You can't do them. Much as you try, you cannot do them. You continue to lie. Right, can I please have a little bit of that and a little bit of that? And I just want to stick that out to there. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to bother with this now. I will set up what is going to be a bus network for Rosonna, just because. Nicodranus, oh sorry, not Nicodranus, Akron. Akron will most likely also be a bus network. Because I'm probably going to do some sort of a nice little trammy thing out here in Felderwin, and obviously again out in Waco. So Rosonna and Akron will be bussed with freight lines and everything ready for next episode, because I'll do that off camera. It'll give me some time to do something while my game does those things that it needs to do, of which we don't quite know what that is. All right, let's go by trains. Yeah. So we have to go down to merry old Lakeview for this one. Yes, we do. No, it's not Lakeview. It's River Run. Riverton. One of them. All of them. All right. So what we need to do is buy a vehicle. We'll buy the one for Nicodranus to Akron first, because that seems like a thing to do. And then we can spend the last couple of minutes coming up with an idea for the other train. That is all locomotives. Do we have anything on the electrics that is, you know, that way inclined? 125 k's an hour on the Mirage, which is not terrible. 57 passengers, that is terrible. 78, no variances. The electric Tyne and Wear Metro, which only does 70 k's an hour. Commuter train, no. Queensland series, Russian series. Speed dance, this thing, that thing. All the things. No, you know what? We're going to make this one nice and simple. We're going to make this a little electric number. I just need to find the right, the Eurojual, China. No, we're not going to resort to the Chinese for this. 200 k's an hour, 200 k's an hour. The Russian, the New Haven. You know what? Do we go with the New Haven? No, you know what? I'm quite content, I should say, to stick more of these Queensland numbers on here. I'm just going to stick one of these on and just hope for the best. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm going to do, because I can. Right, so let's stick you on the Ashington Waco passenger. No, you're going on the Nicodranus Waco passenger. You're going on the coastline. Off you go. Steam train. Because why the hell not? There it goes. 129 kilometers an hour. That's not terrible. 113 is also not terrible. 131 is a little bit too much. Yeah, we could use that one. 110. I mean, it's going to end up being one of these sorts of frippin' trains anyway, so, you know. Because why not, apparently. What's a good one? I need a good one. I don't want Thomas. I don't want to use a big boy, because that's just dumb. Could use a Garrett. But these things, but they only do 80k an hour, so they're no good to anybody. Alright, let's go back up a little bit. We're going to have to use one of these big fellas. You know what? Let's go with a brown one, because why not? Let's put him on there. Let's get rid of you. Find some passenger coaches, because they're always fun. 161k an hour, 210k an hour. Okay. I'm not using them because they don't, let's be honest, they don't carry enough. Or is that these ones? Oh, you take 16. You take 20. Oh well, I mean, if we're gonna run a proper train, then we're gonna run a proper train. So that's the front. I'm gonna chuck one of them on. We're already at mediocre territory for running this train because these carriages are like 29 ton. Oh, there's red ones. Oh, I want to go red ones. Go the red ones, please. Right, go to the front. Go to the middle. Go to the middle. And then go one more. And then go a rear. Mediocre, but it will carry 80 passengers. 8? Ah, because the front and rear... See, that's why I didn't want to use them. That is why, my friends. That is why. Right, so... What are we gonna chuck on this? I like them only because they have got the fronts and rears, and that's what I really liked about them. I mean, I could just whack these things on the back of it and just be like, well, that's me done. But no, we're not going to do that. We're going back up to these, because why the hell not? There's a front brake van, chuck that on. We're going to go the greens. Go a first class. Go to third class. And then go a rear. There you go. 110. That'll do. There you go. Chuck you on the Ashington Waco passenger line. Get on it. Don't tell me you can't get out there, because I'll have at you. Here comes the train. In all of its brown glory. Having to stop at the signalage. No, because there's a Riverton River run. Riverton to Hampton wants 430 something passengers. That's a bit weird. There you go. Steam train glory, ladies and gentlemen. It's why we're here. It's why we keep doing the things that we do. Because of things like that. There you go. Ah, just in time. Just in time for the inner city to arrive. With 119 passengers on board. Alright, so he should take off promptly. Well, he won't, because he's currently stuck there. I don't know why you went through that way. Yeah, why did you run through that way? Why didn't you go up the other way? Would have been a little bit easier for you, but oh well. There we go, and he's off. Take your 5. Take your 5 off and off you go. There you go. Giddy up. And you know what? We're going to follow along with him. Because that's all we're going to do in today's episode. The rest of it I'll be doing off camera. And there you go. I've kept an episode under 50 minutes for a change. So, yeah. Next episode, we will connect up Akron to Waco in the beginning stages of organising that line. Rosonna will make its way out to Felderwin as I quickly hit the afterburners on this, because it's going to drive me nuts if I don't. We're going through the mountain. We're getting a nice view along the way. All through the trees and up over this big mountainside. Oh, hello. Roller coaster ride. There you go. How did that feel? And this will now make its merry little way out along this gigantic bridge that I made. But yes, so Rosonna's still got a little ways to go. Rosonna fell to win into Waco. And yeah, Akron will just go straight into Waco from here. Once the passenger lines are done, we can then focus on getting freight up and running, because let's face it, I'm always a fan of doing passenger first. It's just what I do. But I just want to hurry up and get this thing around the corner. That's why the afterburners are on. Go on, here we go. Through the mountains again. Through the trees. What a way to end an episode. Tree surfing. Ah! Here we go. We're gonna plough through Hampton here. Going at 180 billion miles an hour, because apparently that's what this thing is doing. How fast are you actually going? 128 kilometers an hour. Well, probably the fastest this thing's ever gone. He's got max speed. You know what we will do? We will try and beat this thing out to Mia, and we'll watch it pull into the station for its first drop off. But there you go. So that's what we'll do in the next episode. We'll take Rosonna out to Felderwin. We'll take Akron out to Waco. Before the next episode after that, we'll be joining up Waco to Felderwin, and thus completing the lines. But yeah, here we go. Just in time. Here comes my train. As you can see, this Ashington's doing all right for itself. Here we go. Here comes the train. In he comes. You're a way too small a train for that station, but nevertheless, you will need to be that big, because eventually, yeah, it'll have to work that way. But as the train takes off from Ashington, making its way out to Rosonna, guys, that will do it for today. We've got some plans for next episode, and with all of that done, I will autosave kicking in. Thank you, autosave, for doing your bit, as you inevitably do. Here we go. And yeah, guys, I will see you for the next installment in this Transport Fever 2 Riverdream series. Look at the train. Take care, everyone.